Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden, recording in the morning for once, so I got my coffee. That's already getting cold because I've been sitting here forever procrastinating. But anyway, we're starting to record today, continuing Asian Week. Throwing in a new one that we haven't checked out yet with Wagakki band. Wagakki, if I can say it correctly. This is one that's been requested to check out a bunch of times, and I figured there's no better time than now to finally check them out. This is going to be what I do believe from usually when it's set up like this. This is the opening track, Homura, followed by, I'm assuming, what's the actual main track, Akatsuki no Ito. This is from their first Japanese tour in 2015. Basically the first video that popped up for them when it came up, and seems to be one of the main ones that people are reacting to, probably for the same reason. But I wanted to go with this one. It's live. You guys know how I love to check out live. It lets me understand the group a little bit better, I find, when I can see them live the first time around. So, not sure what they sound like at all. I just know that a lot of people have asked for it in the past, so it's probably cool. Let's do it. Cool effect to start off on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that whole section was just super catchy. I love that progression they chose to do with the double kick, along with just playing, just continuing that pattern. It was super catchy to listen to. Really good intro. I like that. To move before going into the actual song. I'm assuming, if I'm incorrect on that, you guys can correct me. It's just usually whenever I check out anything, Japan or anywhere from the Asian region, and it's written like this, it usually means it's more like a small instrumental track coming into the main track. So hopefully I'm correct on that. But so far, enjoying it. It's been catchy. They all have beautiful instruments. They've all got custom-made instruments and all that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call him the percussionist, because I don't know exactly what the term would be for. I'm assuming it's a specific style of percussions going on there besides the drummer, but I don't know what it would be called from their culture, right? So I'm not familiar a lot with a lot of traditional instrumentation from Asia. I only know a couple, and most of the time I forget what they're called by name after a while, because I don't see them very often, so it doesn't stick in my head. So you guys can let me know what we'll call him the percussionist is playing, if there's a certain name for it or not, because sounds good. Oh yeah, again. Sweet. Okay, so it's interesting how they're using the percussionist here. I don't know what his setup is called, but I do kind of remember the name which he's playing. It starts with a SHU. It's like Sharon. It's something close to that. You know what I'm trying to say, hopefully. And hopefully I'm not messing it up. Familiar with her with that instrument because I've heard it enough times. It's actually one of the ones that I learned the name of, but again, my memory's terrible, which hopefully I can attribute to sleep apnea because apparently that's something that I just found out I might have. So maybe that's why my memory is really bad. But I love this. I love how she continued to play the part she was playing right from the get-go pretty much. But then they came back with the riff that they played the first time around, back towards the start of the song. And even came back with that double kick part again to get you like in the mood, but then they add her part on top of it, and it just sounds so cool. Again, I'm a huge fan of traditional instrumentation being used in any type of music. It doesn't have to be metal or rock. Metal or rock usually ends up sounding really cool to me, just because it's one of my main focuses. But in any style of music, I find it just amplifies it even more. I'm a huge fan of it's from every culture, like the hurdy-gurdy is another one that I like I can go all over the place, like adding like a banjo, which comes more, from, you hear it a lot more from the States here in Canada and stuff for bluegrass and stuff, but people will bring it in to metal and stuff like that, violence, anything. So yeah, super cool. I'm really enjoying these guys so far. Must be it for the intro. Oh my god, I know what that's called too, but I can't remember the name. Oh, yes. Okay, before he gets into that, they're killing it. He's killing it on the wind instrument. I'm going to call it a wind instrument because I'm sure it has a specific name, and I don't know it, so we'll just go with wind instrument. I don't want to disgrace it by calling it a flute. It's a wind instrument of some sort. I can't remember the name. I've probably heard it before. I have a friend that's his main instrument is wind instruments like flute. Everything from like flute, recorder, anything like that. He's learned a lot of them. I know I've heard the name of it before. I just can't remember it. Again, I'm terrible with names. I hate that. I wish I could just remember this stuff. So they're really like a bigger group than I thought, obviously, too, with more people jumping on stage to play. I'm going to assume they're part of the group and that they play with them all the time, or maybe some of them are session artists that came for the tour. I'm not 100% sure. I have no idea. You guys can let me know if they're all part of the same group and they just come in together. But the first thing that came to mind at this part was, this sounds like we're going into like a boss fight or a big fight in a game, like that's based in Asia. Either, I was going to say North American style because I feel like they would be more like stereotypical sound, but even some games I feel like from Asian culture that are from like Japan, stuff like that, would probably use stuff like this. It's just so good. It's so good. And again, I'm a huge fan of using traditional instrumentation mixed in metal, and they just keep adding more to it, so it just keeps getting better, like progressively better right now. And she's even, kind of singing to start off, kind of in her cultural style of singing as well. That's more distinct for Asian countries than it is here in North America. You don't hear anyone really sing like she just did there over here, because it's not part of our culture as much, and it's cool. It sounds so cool mixed with all the rest of the music. Man, I'm really glad that I finally got to this group. I should have got to it earlier. That's a lot of you would say, but there's so much music out there. Sometimes it takes forever to get to them, but I'm glad when I do. Oh, did he take his mask off? Yeah. Man, that's beautiful. Oh my god. Okay, I know it's almost over, but their voices together are amazing. They just, both their vocal qualities that they put together, it just makes for an incredible sound here. Incredible. She's an amazing front woman as well. Like, the way that she's moving on stage felt so like she had been doing it for years and years and years at this point. I'm assuming that she's been on stage for most of her life. She's just so fluid in her movement. She knows exactly what she's doing, making eye contact with the crowd and making movements towards the crowd and all that is super cool to see. I'm loving the wind instrument on this one right now. Like, he's going off on his wind instrument. Also the guitarist, even though he doesn't have like much of a solo with little parts where he has like tiny little solos, I can tell he's a super talented guitarist. Everyone in the group is super talented, really. Even the bassist, like just watching him play and stuff like that and hearing the parts he's playing is crazy. I don't feel like I can really single out anyone that's not top tier musician here. Like, they're crazy. Let's finish it off before I keep going on a tangent, because I've only got like 25 seconds left. Beautiful. All right. Wow. They're amazing. Amazing. Not sure exactly where they're from. I don't know if they're from Japan, because this says First Japan Tour in 2015. I don't know if that's where they're from. Because again, I'm not... coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I'm still yawning because it's still early. It's early for me. I'm not usually recording this early in the day. I usually have enough coffee in me by now. We're checking these guys out soon enough on the channel as well. I'm gonna have to add them. There's so much stuff from Japan that I find is super amazing, and it seems like the more I check out more, the more I feel like the channel is gonna mostly just feature Japan at some point, because there's a lot of cool stuff coming from Japan. Obviously, you can tell if you've been watching my channel the last few months, we've just been adding more groups. We just added Nemophila in these last couple of weeks, which you would have just seen one of theirs yesterday. And now we're probably be adding these guys too. And then even you guys don't see a lot of it on the live Twitch reactions that we do Saturday night, or Saturday night for me. It's probably morning for a lot of you in Europe, and Japan it's like literally some of you are probably almost getting up by the time we're finishing the stream. There's a lot. We do a lot of stuff from, well, I was gonna say Japan, but we've done stuff from like China, South Korea as well, on there, thanks to one of the fans that I have that's always there. It goes by Sturm, where you'd see him on there. Loves this kind of music as well. More on the prog side, like me. So a lot more like proggy stuff is what we get on the live Twitch, but some super cool stuff, and there's a lot of cool stuff coming from that area of the world, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This was amazing, actually. This is nice to like add this in, because it's got a lot more traditional instrumentation going on in it, which is something that's kind of lacking in some of the other stuff we've been checking out a lot lately. It's more straight rock or metal. You know, Love Bites is like borderline hard rock metal, depends on the song. Bandmade hard rock. We just added Nemophila, who's like more of the metal side. You know, like it's really going to be nice to add these guys to the mix, because that was amazing. This is even more my style because of the traditional instrumentation. I love when that kind of stuff is mixed into the music, and they're amazing at playing it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed another part of our Asian week that we are covering here. If you did, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when I drop new videos, especially for this week. If you've been enjoying this week, you'll get notified for the other videos we cover this week. And as always, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later.